3.5 days is what I usually allocate for a typical pool demolition. I have done them faster, and sometimes they take a little bit longer, but that 3.5 days usually seems to be about the sweet spot. The half day is for doing what I'm doing right now, and that's figuring out exactly what I need to bring to my next job site. I do need a bucket and a grading attachment. I'm gonna grab the monkey claw. We're gonna be putting that to the test today. See me do this little jiggle joggle right here? That's because I can't just spin all the way around without worrying about the back end of that skid loader smacking into the truck. Johnny's here. Like a glove. All right, well, we made it, and this is our path coming in, which is a little bit unusual because this is called the Williams pipeline, and we actually called and they gave us permission to work on top of their pipeline. I have never had that happen before. So we're gonna go through here. I've got the gate opened up here. This fence panel coming through. Landon is cutting down the branches that are gonna hit the Kubota, because I don't want the new machine to look like it's been through World War III when it's only got a couple hours on it. I gotta take this tree out to gain access. I want to try to leave this janky fence, because I mean it's still a fence. I'm going to take this tree out right here, and then we're going to peel through here. We've got all of the pool equipment sitting right in here, so we're going to have to get into that nest to get the pool equipment out. And then we come over here, and here's our work zone. And then we got a number of obstructions. One, we got that wall. And with a swimming pool like this, it's got footings that go from this point all the way back to the concrete, down 4 feet to where you see the sidewalls starting. So if we remove that footing underneath there, we're gonna sacrifice the entire retaining wall. So in this situation, we're gonna leave the footing. We're taking everything else out, just the footing, so that the wall stays in place, because the wall preserves the upper deck. This is Anu, the customer. How you doing? Good morning, Anu.
Good morning.
And you guys all know Tim. And we're gonna be saw cutting some concrete right now, because we're gonna be leaving this much of the patio in place. You know, some of this concrete can stay here. It's a good hard surface, and it comes right out of the back door. And in this case, we did test it to make sure that the water did not run to the house, because typically the water from a swimming pools are higher than the house, so that the water doesn't go into the pool, the water goes away. But in this case, the water doesn't go into the house, it drains right through there, which means we can keep this. So he's got a built-in patio, but we just got to saw cut it and remove it, and then we're just going to start filling it in. Sound like a plan?
Yep.
Yeah.
I'm wondering if we could, because we don't know if there's anything under there, could we maybe keep a foot of concrete here?
We can keep it right to this, right to that.
No, I was looking at here, to keeping a foot of concrete along the wall.
Oh.
Or do you take them? Because my worry is, if this is holding up the wall, will the wall?
Oh no, actually, Anu, so that's a great question. But if we look right here, it looks like they do have a full course buried on this retaining wall.
Okay.
So when we peel this back, we'll put some dirt back up there.
Okay.
So that we still have one course embedded. So.
Okay.
And we can do it in sections, so maybe depending on if there's rebar through here, you can pop a couple sections and then throw a little dirt in front of it, so you're not exposing the whole thing all at once, to be safer.
Yeah, and I'm not gonna take this out until I've actually got the rest of the pool, this pool done, and then that way I can just come right up and grab it and just kind of feel it to see how it's coming away from the wall, because the last thing I want this to do is to pull this and to pull the rest of your wall down.
That's my biggest worry, that if you cut all the way here and the wall becomes unstable, that everything has collapsed.
Yep. So yeah, we'll watch that closely.
Okay.
But yeah, there's a clear line of separation right here, so that really shouldn't be too much of an issue.
Okay.
At least it hasn't been in the past. So. Okay. And I don't think your project looks much different than other ones we've done. All right, let's get our skid loader in next. So we divide forces. I focus on prepping the path coming in, and Tim starts getting that concrete cut.
He's had this thing pop off on a couple pulls. Not even acting like she wants to spark.
I can smell the gas.
Can you? Okay, then.
I can definitely smell it. That might be a problem.
What's that? Yeah, the kill switch there?
Yep. You want to do it or do you want me to do it? Yeah. Okay. The challenge with this cut is we've got two tight curves, one inside and one outside, and we're attempting to do it with a straight blade. Technically, even though it's a round blade, it still cuts a straight edge into the concrete. So to make the cut easier, we score it first. As I'm pulling the liner out, you'll see that there is another layer of material that looks like concrete, but it's not concrete. It's gunite, and it acts completely different. Typically, it'll disintegrate under the slightest pressure, and in fact, that's what we count on while we're demolishing these swimming pools, is that gunite to release its form and to basically crumble into dust, which then allows us to use the soil below the gunite for traction. But this gunite is a little different. Hey! Stop. Let's go ask the neighbors for help. I was admiring their work earlier. Maybe they can give us a hand. Pretty cool project they got going on over here. It's Mark, right?
Mark, yep.
Stan. Think your ASV could come over and rescue my Kubota?
Rescue it?
Yeah.
Sure.
We broke through on the bottom. And I got dirt tracks on. I was assuming my tracks would be able to give me as much traction as these snow tracks. And
Like pull you out?
yeah, I
You
just
have
need
a chain or something?
yeah, I got a chain.
Okay.
I need a quick pull, but our access path is coming in from the back.
Okay. How do we get around there then?
Well, you drive around, or I could just bring my trailer over
Down the street?
yeah, or I could just bring my trailer over and
There's
throw
a
you
road
in.
down there where we came in. That's the next road?
Yeah, I go down and then you come around and then you come in, you'll see my trailer. Or I can bring my trailer over, we can throw it on the back and just drive it around if you want to, Mark.
I can probably drive it around.
Cool. Yeah, you'll see where, yeah, I'll grab a chain, but yeah, I broke through on the bottom and she just kept going and my tracks kept spinning, and I think Tim's trying to get it out right now, but I don't think he's gonna make any progress.
Okay.
So thanks, Mark, appreciate it, man. Hey, what's the name of your company?
Exterior Solutions.
Exterior Solutions is saving our butt. Thanks, Mark, appreciate it, man. Tim wants to give it a try. I don't think he's getting out. He ain't getting out. too far down. He's gonna get mud coming in over the top. Landon, will you go grab the chain off from our trailer? Ooh, that it makes you feel like you're there, but you're not. Right there, that's the point. Makes you feel like you're there, but you're not. What do you think?
I think we're slipping on that vermiculite.
Yeah.
So we gotta bust that up better.
Yeah.
So we get some traction.
Yeah, the guys next door are gonna use their ASV to pull us out.
Oh. Well, yeah, it's the vermiculite, man. You just gotta get, like, it's slimy, so you're just slipping on it.
Yeah.
Or whatever, the gunite.
Gunite, vermiculite, yeah, gunite, whatever it is.
I'd rather have it be this thing than the backhoe when I did it in the backhoe.
What happened?
Same thing, I got, it was the thinner gunite.
Yeah.
And the backhoe, big back tires broke through, and so I'm sitting there, the front's down, you couldn't scoop in, you couldn't back up. It was
Okay, so this I think is important enough that we need to put it in. Yesterday, I buried this Kubota down in the bottom of the swimming pool, and what happened was I was driving on the gunite, which is this stuff right here. It looks a lot like concrete, but it acts a lot different normally. So gunite is a substance that will flake, break, and crumble. So you can actually, standard gunite, you can actually put it in your hand, and as you just hold it in your hand, it'll disintegrate right there just by working it in your hand. But not this gunite. I don't know what they did with this. I've never actually seen gunite like this. It's hard as concrete. In some places. And then in other places, here's gunite, same material. Same material. It acts like gunite. Watch. That's gunite, right? And then you get another piece of it right next to it. Doesn't make sense totally, does it? So when I was going down into the bottom of that pool, it should have just been just the weight of the machine, just the movement of the machine should have been all it needed. All it needed, but it didn't. Gunite. Just crumbles into a powder at the slightest touch. And then right next to it, nada. Nada. Straight up to here. He's coming around with the ASV. He's gonna give us a yank. Thanks, Mark.
There you go, not bad.
Appreciate it, my friend.
No problem.
You need anything, let me know, man. I owe ya. First load we're bringing in is sand to help bridge the soft, wet area in the bottom. Doesn't have a clay binder. It's not going to be easy to drive on, but it's also not going to need much for compaction because sand almost instantly compacts. So we'll bridge the bottom with this, and we'll start bringing in our structural fill soil, but I'll have Johnny move over so I can get him loaded. here's my favorite part about the monkey claw, and it's the ability to pry. Put that bottom down, and then I just pry back. It slowly loosens everything up. Got the big prying forks on the bottom. So those forks on the bottom help me to do We sort the material into 3 separate piles: concrete for recycling, tin or metal for scrap, and then just plain garbage or debris. So we've got a better access ramp in. So what Tim is doing is he's going down in the bottom and hauling the water out the old-fashioned way. Well, he's gonna get himself a bath if he's not careful. You better close that door. It could go right there. And what water doesn't come out, we'll get most of the water out that way, but what water doesn't come out, because we're using sand on the bottom, will actually assist the sand to compact. Sand is one of the few aggregates that actually benefits from having water on it for compaction, but you got to have the right mix of sand. You can't have binding agent in it. Getting slick right there, Tim. But with the ramp cut, good. You can pop that right up here. He's searching for concrete right now. There's no concrete down there. I already told him there's no concrete, but he's searching for it. He wants to make sure that nothing is left underneath. There's no concrete there. Sounds like we got a little bit of a leak, exhaust leak on the truck. Can you pull forward so I can get at that sand?
Yeah, is it full? Are we ready?
I don't know, but I think Tim's gonna go get the stuff to fix the truck. So are you leaving, or?
Well, I was gonna head out, but I'm just feeling sick from the diesel.
Oh yeah, you got a pretty full load. I mean, we could get a little bit more on, but I don't know. Well, if you want to go sit in my truck in the air conditioning and get better, go ahead, pull forward, and I'll grab the sand. Tim will be back. He'll get that.
Feeling better than what I was. For a little bit there, I was getting a little lightheaded and everything else.
We'll just pull forward enough that I can get by, and I'll give you the keys to the truck, and you can go sit in the air conditioning if you want.
Or I can, we fixed it as good as it's going to be fixed.
Well, he's running to get stuff for it.
Yeah, but that means we got to take the whole side out. So I don't know if he wants to do that today.
If you feel like you can run a load, go ahead. Bring me back some rodeo clay or whatever. Bring me back a load of fill.
Fill?
So get a good compactable load. Are you sure you're good enough to roll?
I wasn't an hour or a while ago, but now I'm feeling better.
Cool. All right. So what had happened is the exhaust system had come separated just forward of the cab. So as John was driving his first load, he was getting a lot of exhaust fumes back into the cab. We needed a new pipe to fit, and Tim was running to get that, but Johnny, for some reason, wanted to run a second load while Tim was running to get the materials to fix his truck. doesn't look like Tim and John are having a very fun day. Let's go check out what they're doing real quick. I gotta get that out of the street. I don't like that. But I can't dump it on the grass because of all the utilities. What'd you guys find wrong with it?
This broke off with the turbo. So it's just blowing exhaust into everything.
That's why I was feeling faint. Oh.
All right. Yeah, we need some pressure on this.
So came in the back right here. It looks like. So then the turbo had no back pressure and was blowing everything right into his cab.
So we're gonna have to really crank on this. I just don't want to snap this stuff here.
Yeah. Looks like the inspector's here early. Huh.
Howdy.
Hey, how are you?
I'm well. I'm Don with the City of Egan.
Oh, nice to meet you, Don.
They sent me here to.
How you doing?
I'm doing well.
Good.
Check on the pool demo. So
Sure.
just talking to your guy here. I see you got a nice saw cut there. You just gonna get all that out of there.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yep. We got this side all cleaned up.
Yep.
We're gonna haul that out next.
Yep.
Then we're gonna take that, as much of that out as we can without jeopardizing his wall, his
Yeah.
deck, and the rest of the stuff.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. That's gonna be kind of tricky.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but it's not our first rodeo.
I was just gonna say, but I'm sure you can do it.
Yep.
So yeah, I'm okay with this. So
Okay.
then just call us back when it's all done.
You'll see
Oh.
green grass. Well, you'll see getting ready for green
Getting ready for
grass. Yes.
Sounds good.
Thank you, sir.
Much.
Thank you, sir. You too. All right, I got to get the rest of this loaded on. John, it's 2:15, and I want to get this pulled out, hauled out, so that's going to give you time to cut anything that you see hanging out. And then, yeah, I'm just going to focus on this. I can't get the little stuff. So what I'll do is I'll probably throw the bucket over here and let you fill it up with little stuff, and then after I get all the big stuff, then we'll have to hand toss the little stuff in eventually. So I just ended up grabbing the bucket with the monkey claw because I just don't feel like switching attachments. Oh, look at Tim set the road. He can clean it up. Think we got her all empty? I don't know, man. That works. Let's go see what Tim's doing. I think you're plumb full, Johnny.
Yep, I think so.
Hey, how's the truck running now?
It's running and sounding great, and I'm not barfing anymore.
Has that got a charge on it?
I believe so. I was plugged in.
It was? Let's just see. Plumb full. Thanks, Tim.
Do I need to go get that packer? I mean, it's part of the.
Yeah, we're compression compacting it. It's going to be more compact. They're not going to be able to grow grass if I do more than what I'm doing. Okay, so Anu and I are actually talking about the compaction on the bottom of the swimming pool. We have two methods. We have vibratory compaction, or we have I don't mind. We have vibratory compaction, or we have compression compaction.
Okay.
And because we know we've got a little bit of water in the bottom, we have scooped the water out, we hauled it out, but it's still wetter.
Right.
If we use vibratory compaction, what happens is as the plate is hitting, it starts to draw the water
Push water up. Okay.
right? So we're going to use compression compaction. And that's the weight of the machine and multiple lifts, thinner lifts, and drive over it.
Okay.
It still is going to vibrate, and it's still going to compact every bit as much as anything else will do, but it'll vibrate less, and it has less chance to draw that water up.
Okay.
But that means I can't put that much soil in at a time. I got to put it in very small lifts. Which is great. I don't mind.
Okay.
I mean, we do it both ways. I just want to make sure you knew about the difference and kind of explain it to some of these guys, because they're probably wondering too, how do you handle a challenging area like that? Well, Tim's had a bit of a stressful day. The Freightliner was broke down and the pipe came off from the turbo. He was worried about it blowing, not having enough back pressure and blowing out the turbo. And so he got that fixed on the side of the road, but I could just tell between the heat, the problems, all the stuff going on. So I asked him to do me a favor, hop in the Kubota so I could get a drink of water. Give him 15 minutes in there and it's like therapy. 15 minutes in a skid loader at the end of a hard day, and you might as well have hit the punching bag for a half an hour. You just feel good. So, otherwise he wouldn't have been in it. So I'm just gonna pretend like I'm still drinking water over here. He just needs a little time to de-stress. So what Tim's doing right now is compression compacting. He's got the bucket fully loaded and the machine as heavy as he can get it. And as he goes back and forth, what he's trying to do is he's searching for soft spots. He wants to see if he can feel or see any squishy areas of the ground below him. So he's looking for the soil to interact like a water bed. And if he sees that, then he knows that we've got an issue. Tiny little lifts and you keep going. You don't get to put in big lifts when you're compression compacting with a track machine, but you can compact every bit as much as you can any other way. It's just as if you know what you're doing when you're doing it. You got to know how to use compression compaction, how to use a track skid loader to do it, because they don't purely float. They do compact the ground as they go. So we got the bottom all flat, shing, and packed, compression compacted. Now we're gonna hook up the monkey claw and we're gonna come in here, and now we can safely work from in here and start to grab the concrete from around the bottom, the tin, the concrete from up top, so we can start to get the rest of the stuff that was inaccessible before out. Alright, we got a big fat, that's where the diving board is, a big fat chunk of concrete right there. It's going to be one of the heaviest pieces out there. Let's try to get underneath All right, you guys, let's see what time it is. I think this is going to be the end of this video. 3:27. It's not going to be the end of this video. Why did it feel like it was already 5 o'clock or later? But my goal is to get this dirt off from the street, get the street cleaned up, and then tomorrow morning start bringing dirt in and get the job wrapped up. All right, Landon's gonna finish cleaning the street up. Tim's moving the skid loader. Where are we moving that to?
I'm gonna leave it, I'm gonna park it here so he can get at it.
Okay.
Then we'll put some caution tape up, bring the monkey knuckle up there. Maybe a little pop-up rain. I was just starting to throw dirt along that bank. Maybe I should go throw a little more, see what you think. I just don't want that to collapse overnight.
I think we're good. I think we're good. Tim wants to get it rain ready. We don't have rain in the forecast. That's Tim. I'm not joking. He thinks of every little detail, which is not a bad thing. Because Tim and I work amazing together because we're completely opposite. Go, go, go. And then he's like, whoa, whoa, whoa. It works. It just works. Let's just say that. So let's show you what we've got going on, what we've accomplished. All the concrete that we wanted out is almost out. I mean, we got little scraps. But we got 2 full loads of concrete out. We've got a load of recycling. That's the recycling. That goes out. That's the debris. That goes out. And what Tim is talking about is this edge here. He wants to throw a little dirt up on this edge just in case we get a weird pop-up thunderstorm or something. It protects this a little bit more. Is that a smart move? Yeah. Necessary? Only if it's gonna rain. But in Tim's world, it's always gonna rain. So, and that's our video for today. We'll be back here tomorrow morning. Don't fall down, dirt monkey. Wouldn't be the first time I fell. But we'll be back here tomorrow morning at 7:30 on the site. I'll talk to these guys. That's a good time for them. So, we'll hopefully see you guys tomorrow. Hopefully, the next video, we'll wrap this up. God bless you guys. Go get them.